morning, guys. I thought I left you guys at home, if I'm being totally honest, because I got here and I was like, oh, like, darn, I didn't bring my camera. I can't even start vlogging in the morning like I intended to, but I didn't. You guys were in my diaper bag, so yay me, pat on the back. I actually didn't forget you guys. Anyway, so Keez is in therapy right now. Y'all, I've just resorted that I have to sit in the parking lot. I have to. So the last 3, 4, 5 times we've been here, Aiden has just lost it, and he was already starting to, just me taking him in, like dropping Keez off, whatever. They're totally understanding. They're a great organization. They're awesome. And I'm like 30 feet away from the front door. Like, I'm not far. So whenever in between sessions, the therapist will come out in the parking lot and they'll talk to me, and then they'll go back in, and then at the end they bring Keez out for me. So that is nice. I am super appreciative because it's just so disrupting to have Aiden in there, like in the waiting room, because it's a tiny waiting room, you guys, and there's usually some of the time there's nobody in there, but as the hour goes on, people start to filter in, and Aiden is very loud and he's very disruptive to other kids, and he's triggered upsets in other children because he's upset. And this is a predominantly special needs children go here, so there are other children with autism and sensory processing disorders, and you know, they can't all handle Aiden, and they're screaming and having a fit and just losing his mind. So it is better for Aiden and for everyone else involved if we just sit out here. He's so happy, you guys. He had a good breakfast this morning, and he's happy sitting back there with the air conditioning blowing on him and playing with his little toy. And I look a hot mess this morning, you guys. I didn't shower. I literally rolled out of bed, I threw on a tank top and jeans, and I got the boys ready and left. And Aiden does not even have shoes on at all. Didn't even put shoes on him. It's just been that kind of day so far. Anyway, yeah, but I do have the much needed Starbucks. I usually get a large, but I decided to go with the medium this time because I will be sitting out here for an hour, and if I drink a large coffee, I will have to pee. Which means I would have to bring Aiden in again, so that's not an option. Anyway, I don't really know what is on our agenda today. I'm just trying to maintain, I guess. I don't know. I have a few phone calls I need to make, and tomorrow Aiden has his psychiatric evaluation. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm nervous at the same time. I'm like worried he's gonna like melt down in the office, but in a way I guess that's a good thing, because then they can see like his behavior and what he's doing, and you know what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. So I guess I shouldn't really worry about that. But anyway, he has that tomorrow, then he has therapy Thursday. Then next week, the kids, the 3 of the 4 go back to school. So, yay. Sitting here reading my Bible and playing Pokemon. Well, not really playing, because there are no Pokemon around here. I was just transferring a few, but I'm kind of going back and forth. I've realized that I put a lot of pressure on myself in terms of like devotionals, or I used to put a lot of pressure on myself, and I've kind of stopped doing that. I don't know, I feel like when I read the Bible, like I really want to be in it. I don't want to just do it because I feel like I'm supposed to. But I also believe in intentionally resting and intentionally focusing your mind and your energy towards Him. And I've been bad about that lately. I've been really, really struggling. And after, you know, we had to back out of the adoption back in December. Then we had a miscarriage. Then we had another miscarriage. And it's just been hard. It's been very very hard, and I have just taken every little thing that has happened very personally, and I haven't been praying like I should. I haven't been having personal private devotionals like I should. I haven't been reading my Bible, and honestly, we haven't even really gone to church very often. And I don't know if I needed that break, but I also know that it's time for me to come back, and I need to refocus. And however that may look for me, it may mean I'm sitting here playing Pokemon while simultaneously reading my Bible. I think that's okay, because a part of me is still focused towards God. I don't know. It's been hard, you know, and I'm trying really hard to make intentional. I'm trying hard to every single day, intentionally, on purpose, take time, even if it's just 5 minutes, to take time to focus and to listen and to maybe say a prayer, to maybe read a few Bible passages. The one that I'm reading right now is Matthew 11:28, and it says, "Come to me, all of you who labor, and I will give you rest," or who are weary, and I will give you rest. And I don't know, I just opened my Bible and that was the page it opened up to. Randomly, it wasn't bookmarked, nothing. Just opened it, and that was the page that I had. And I just thought that that was very appropriate and very perfect, because I have been so weary and I have not been taking my problems or issues to God like I should be. So I don't know, and I don't think I talk about my faith enough on the vlog either, and I don't want to be all preachy, you know, because I know some of you guys aren't believers, some of you are atheists, some of you are Christians. I want you to know, no matter what you believe or don't believe, I love you just the same. Like, it's no matter to me. I would love for everyone on this planet to know Christ, but at the same time, I'm not going to judge anyone if that is not your belief, if that makes any sense. Anyway, just sitting here having a good reflection of my day, and I'm glad that I decided to come out to the van, because I was just sitting beside the Bible that we just keep in the van, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have been able to sit here and read a little bit, because it's definitely been a good way to start the day. Okay, y'all, so Keez is gonna be my taste tester. I've already had one, but this is a tomato Mommy grew. It's a baby tomato. You gonna try it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Let me know what you think. Is it yum?
Uh-huh.
They're good? Dog are pretty decent tomatoes.
Hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
I don't think you're hot. Do you not feel good?
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry. Why do you not feel good? What hurts?
Oh, yeah.
Your tummy? Do you want me to take your temperature?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on.
Mm.
I don't think you have a fever. Turn your head this way. Well, you do have a little one. 99.4. That's a very tiny fever, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we do it one more time just for good measure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Little bit. I'm sorry.
How hot.
You didn't tell me you didn't feel good earlier. You just feel hot.
Yeah.
Gonna cover up.
Yeah.
Okay. That help?
Yeah.
Don't want you to be sick. I'm sorry.
I'll talk.
Yeah, in a minute. You gonna be okay while I jump in the shower real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Love you. I'm sorry. You did good in therapy today.
Yeah.
Yeah? You know it?
Yes.
Can you give me 5? You did so awesome. Woohoo!
I'll talk.
I know, buddy. That's so strange that he says he doesn't feel good because he's been acting totally fine all day. Anyway, I'm about to get in the shower because, oh, I just feel disgusting. I just put Aiden back there with the baby gate up so I can get in the shower and not worry about him. He's not happy with me though. He's been doing really well, you guys. He's been wandering the house probably the last 4 or 5 days, and usually he wants to be like in that room and he kind of just closes himself up in there and doesn't come out. But he's been wandering around and it's been really awesome. So that is good, but he's not happy because I did just actually put him in the room because he has to stay in there while I shower. Aiden, I'm gonna get in the shower, okay? Yeah. So silly. You have just made a mess of this room, little boy. I'll let you out in about 15 minutes, okay? Yeah? What are you doing? So silly. You guys, I'm not even kidding you. Sometimes I turn on the camera and I see myself in the viewfinder. I'm like, ah! I've been cleaning the house and I just haven't really like stopped or taken a break in about an hour. So anyway, so my husband and I have been talking a lot lately. We've been really thinking about like moving and where we're gonna move and all this kind of stuff. Of course, we're not moving now. We're not moving today. We're not even moving in the next couple of years. We're staying here for a while. But we've been kind of, for the longest time, we've been like flip-flopping. Do we want to move out of state? Do we want to stay here? Like, what is it we're wanting to do? And I think we've both finally decided we want to stay put, but we want to buy a good chunk of land, 10 to 20 acres, and we want to just build our own house. And that concept just sounds so much better to me, to build a simpler structure that we can live in. It will save money, and then we'll be able to travel. It will allow us the ability to travel. Right now, you know, we have a mortgage, we've got all these bills, we've got all these home repairs. It's just never ending. And I know with any house, you're gonna have home repairs and all of that kind of thing. But we've been looking at, actually, they make these steel frame steel frame structures or whatever. What was that noise? They make these steel frame, I don't even know what they're called. They're steel frame houses, buildings, whatever you want to call them. And you can buy just like the steel framing and the blueprints and layouts, whatever. And you put it on your land, they build it, and then you can kind of customize it from there. And I think that's what we are planning to do. I actually found a church blueprint that I am in love with that I think we may do. We may build ourselves a church and move in. This is years down the road though, you guys. But in the next year or so, I'm out of breath, been working so hard. In the next year or so, we definitely want to kind of nail down the land and where we want it and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's so easy to have dreams. It's easy to think like, oh, someday, you know, someday maybe. And you just never do it, or it always just kind of stays a dream. And my husband and I have talked about this for years, and finally we were just like, we have to do it. Like, we've got to quit talking about it, and we need to make steps to like moving in that direction and making it happen. The structure that we want to build not only will double as our home, but it will also allow us to extend ourselves into the community a little bit more. It will allow us to, you know, open it up to, I don't even know. We would love to volunteer with foster care groups and work with foster care children or take on foster children. We would love to host orphans from Ukraine or Bulgaria or wherever. You know, we would just love to do that, and having a structure of that specific nature will allow us to bring in a lot of people into our home. Whereas right now we could do that, you know, we could. It's just our house is a little, it's just big enough for the 6 of us. And there's not really a lot of room for anyone else to kind of come in and move around or anything like that. Go, stop. He keeps itching this one spot and it's driving him nuts. You gotta quit itching. He said, no, don't itch. But I don't know. We'll see. You wanna say hi to the vlog? You gonna say hi? Ghost. Ghost. Hey. Oh, he's like literally looking away. There you go. He doesn't like the camera. He does that every time I put the camera on him. I'm gonna get you. Did you get that cute puppy? Yeah. Sweet puppy. And my husband and I have very different ideas on how we want to live. I would love to move off grid. That's always been a huge passion of mine. I love the concept of off-gridding, and I would love to move my family to an off-grid type of lifestyle. My husband's not so much on board with that. He doesn't want to give up electricity or the internet or things like that. And of course, we need to be within a reasonable distance to medical facilities or hospitals or for therapy or whatever. So again, I'm sitting here editing and I realized I did not finish my thought yesterday because my husband came home and then we just got busy doing other things. So what I was saying in terms of like eventually at some point when we do want to move, my husband and I have very different like ideals. I have a very nomadic personality. I'm kind of a wanderer. I'm very uneasy a lot of the time. I want change, I want to go, I want to try something new, and that's just my personality. My husband is more of a let's find a place, let's stick with it kind of a plan. So in terms of what the future holds, we do have some major goals that we want to reach. I still have my headphones in. And one of those is definitely buying our own land. And I don't know if we would start building right away or what, but in the next year to 2 years, looking for land is definitely going to be a thing, and it needs to happen. So we have definitely made up our minds in terms of that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you guys are new. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, Narky says bye too. And don't forget, you guys, live to inspire. Bye, y'all.